What up, everybody? How you guys doing? Whoo, let's get this stream started, eh? Hold up, hold up. Okay, there we go. Let's change that. Gotta do this. Let's just do it small head mode today. Dearest. At Marvel Champions. Twitter, get your stuff together, man. You should put Marvel Champions at the top of the list. It's the only person I tag in my tweets ever. What up, everybody? Ryan Walker, first one here, followed by Flav Spam, Dr. Daniel, Metal Bro, Thomas Martinez, Big Red, sup. Got Pixie Bell in here. What up? How late are we tonight? Oh, looks like about 14 minutes late I was. I'm sorry, everybody. It's about 14 minutes late. What time is it at your place? It's now 10:15 now. Okay, what do we do for the tweet? Let me see. For tonight's tweet, what do we say? Maybe I should. Okay, Mojo's like a YouTube sensation himself, so tonight. Can you see if that Mojo will give me some tips on how to gain millions of subscribers? Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. No. I was gonna add something to the end of that, but whatever. You see if that Mojo. That Mojo guy. You see if that Mojo guy will give me some tips on how to gain millions of subscribers. Tweet. All right. What's up, people? Sorry, Jeremy of Champions tried explaining Twitter to my dad, but his "why would you want to do that" argument was pretty bulletproof. Ah, man. That was a pretty good one. Could have went with that. What's up, Lazardian? You know, it's true, man. There's really not much reason to use any of these Twitters or Facebooks or any of that nonsense. Super Dirty Pickle, Senator 5 saying, got my first solo on 6.3.2 Nick on my last run with Aegon. Felt pretty sexy. Wish I recorded. Ah, Super Dirty Pickle. You have to always be recording, man. But dude, congrats. That's pretty awesome. And also, dude, you're about to get slapped. Are you aware of this? Do you know what's coming? Super Dirty Pickle about to face a super dirty. Slap. Thank you, dude. Alright, let's get our grinds on. What do you guys say? Speaking of Mojo, yeah, we need to grind some Mojo. Sup, Shark? Joe Mama? Alright. That made me tingly all over. Oh, yeah. Alright. Wait, what's expiring? It's rule number 1. When you have many things in the overflow. Okay, it's just... Alright, just a revive. Alright, good. But you? Oh, we got 5 days. I'll claim that stuff later. Shane Beerus sending over 5 saying, have a great weekend. Good night. Dude, Shane, thank you very much, man. Appreciate the support. Have a good one. Let me go ahead and update. This is a big old D. Got ourselves a double header. Hold up. Alright, there we go. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. My organs feel warmer after that slap. Wow. Alright, yeah, let's just get in this arena. Get the 5 stars in. I really kind of messed up today, and I should have, or I guess I didn't really have time to, so there's nothing I could really do about it, but I wanted to, you know, whenever I go for a 4-star, I try to at least get a round of 5 stars in, even like half a round of 5 stars in earlier in the day. It helps make the 4-star grind so much easier if you could do just twice a day or something, you know. What's up, BG? We on a mission to completely max out King Groot. I would love to be on that mission. It's a tough mission though, man. Finding all them Sig stones to max out King Groot just ain't possible. Oh, really? I guess I was pretty slow on that special. Don't pop yours. Oh, and he pops his. God. What a butt. This video in the free-to-play perspective, kind of sad too. MCC isn't kind to non-spenders anymore. What's up, Peanut? I mean, it's a bit of both. It's first off, thank you. I think this is still an amazing free-to-play game, but certainly has felt like a change, slow change over time. Just in the competitive sense. I don't know why I popped that, but oh well, it worked. Just in the competitive sense of things. Really, all we need to, if Kabam could just find it in their heart to give out some more Sig stones in content, then we'd be all right. But man, what's up, BG? Get a workout in while listening to you make it hurt. Oh, dude, nice. Get that workout in. BG, who should I rank 5 as 5-star? All duped, Human Torch, Aegon, Quake, or Hyperion. Dude, these are all good options. It kind of depends on what content you're looking to do. But Human Torch, Aegon, Quake, or Hyperion, all of them are good. Out of that bunch, I can tell you who I would personally use the most to be Hyperion. But that doesn't mean that's who you should go with, you know? If you're looking to do long content like Labyrinth or the Abyss, then Aegon seems to be where it's at. Quake is amazing if you are comfortable with the Quake style. The stylings of Quake, if you will. So she's a great option. Torch is great for other reasons. That question about your itemless run, as I'm watching on demand, why not use Venom for that Infinity Man, as he can eat the perma regen and armor breaks on the heavy? It's a good question. I don't have an answer. I don't think I've ever tried it, to be honest. I wonder if I'm trying to think back to all my itemless attempts, and I'm not sure if I ever tried Venom for that fight. I got nothing. I don't know. Just never tried it. DINGUS. What's up, Star? Leo Senator 5 saying finally duped my hype after years and years. Nice, dude. One of the best dupes to get, just because only needs that low sig level. Sig 20, basically Sig 200. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Man, guys, speaking of duping things, I am so pumped that it's almost time to pop open all these 5-star crystals that I've been saving. I cannot wait. But Leo, dude, thank you very much for the 5. And yeah, man, congrats. Good stuff. You need the perma regen, really? If it's a buff, yeah, which I guess it is a buff. I've never really paid attention to it in that fight, but I do remember back in like the old AQ days, people would use like Scarlet Witch to eat the linked 1% buff on a mini boss, because it would nullify. I despise Quake style. I'm with you, Shark. BG, you trying itemless again on Sunday? I'm gonna try to do itemless again, kind of as soon as possible. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, but I mean, I want to, you know. I really want to try to finish it up. BG, you should cosplay as Mojo at next NYCC. Dude, it's not a bad idea. You see yourself going back to Tier 1 if you decide to come back? I mean, I don't really see myself as not back. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean, like in a, you know, competitive alliance type stuff. I mean, if I join, like if I, yeah. Yes. It's a great answer, huh? Oh man, it's just a matter of like if I can or not, you know, like time-wise, basically. But otherwise, you know, not that I ever consider myself like the greatest at this game or anything, but I feel like I can keep up fine enough fight-wise, and that's not going away because I'm still like doing all the content stuff, so I feel like I'd be able to get back into it relatively easy that way. The prestige could be an issue, could be a big issue. But yeah, prestige and time. So on a phone, when somebody sends a super chat, the little money icon on my screen blinks. Trying to get contagious. Ooh, really? Interesting. I've never paid. I don't know if it does that for me. I'm gonna have to try to pay attention next time, because there is a little dollar icon below the chat. Oh, it did do it. Yeah. Did it always do that? Is that new? But Big Red just sent over 20. Dude, Big Red. Thank you, man. Saying read Mom's last. It was funny. Okay, hold on. Well, let me update the big old D first. But dude, Big Red. Thank you so much, dude. Hold up. Hold up. Alright. What do we got? That's a Billy D question, Punisher. That can't be it. Oh, is it this? I hope you get a blade from those 5 stars. Fingers crossed. Me too. I could use the dupe, so sure, me too. If I can get a natural dupe on that guy, totally down for that. BG, your 6-star video said that one of the champs you were looking for was Killmonger. What would you use him for? Synergy with Void. I wouldn't actually, I mean, can't say I wouldn't use him at all. Maybe I would use him, but I want him for the synergy with Void. The most. Yeah, Big Red, dude, thank you so much once again. As always, I'm perfectly on time. What up, BG? Oh, Cloud of Contempt. I was also perfectly on time tonight. What a coincidence. It's great that we're both right on time, as always. What day will you open your 5-star crystals? I'm waiting for. I'm trying to wait until Silver Surfer gets added. I say that because I'm tired of waiting. there's a chance. There's a little chance that you know, maybe I'll just pop them open after Mr. Fantastic gets added. But no, I'm gonna keep trying to wait. BG, didn't mean to stump you, but I thought of that while watching your item list. Just wanted to see if you ever considered it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I feel like, you know, I've done so many of those streams that it's probably come up before, but I can't remember if it has or not. Maybe it's because I've always. I was gonna say maybe it's because my Venom's always hurting after what's his face? After Red Skull, but that's not always true because there were a couple of times where I used Void for that fight. It has to have come up before, but yeah, I just don't remember if I've ever done it or not. Hope you say 200 your King Groot from those 5 stars, BG. Unleash Big Tree's full potential. Whoa, hold on. That's a lot of times pulling King Groot. I want him at max Sig level, but I don't know if I want to use all my 5-star crystals on that. So, yeah, I'm not exactly hoping for that. Corey, send it over to. Corey, thanks, man. Saying, hey, BG, just got Cavalier. Have a chocolate bar. Dude, don't you know I'm on a diet? I'll eat it anyway, though. We don't have to tell anybody. Thank you, man. Congrats on Cavalier. Good stuff. That is awesome, man. Oh, man, now I really do want a chocolate bar. Damn it, Corey. No, I'm gonna stay strong. Just kidding. The enemy. Candy is the enemy. Delicious enemy. Big Red send over another 5. Dude, Big Red. Thank you, man. I'll read that in just 1 sec after. Oh. Can't believe I got hit by that. Man, that did 0 damage, though. Holy crap. Alright, Big Red. Oh, yeah. Did we clear another path today during item lists? I had to run errands and missed the rest of the stream. Unfortunately, no. I came close a couple of times. But unfortunately, no. I was having trouble getting through Nebula without dying. And that's essentially what's costing me the run. I can kill Mordo with 1 champion down, but it makes it so much harder. So much harder to do it with 1 champion down. It's actually crazy the amount of difficulty it adds. The one Mordo fight, the one Mordo fight, apparently I had 8 failures, and only 6 successful, debuffs stick. And then I couldn't hang on anymore, because one of those failures was Fear of the Void. So, pretty crazy. And then the other time the debuffs were sticking, the failures wasn't really what was getting me. He just wouldn't throw his special, and yeah, I could have played it slightly better. A couple mistakes in there, but we'll get it down next time. I'm confident in my my path clearing attempts, or not attempts, the strategy, I guess. So, get it down. But dude, thank you for another 5. And Corey sent it over another 2 as well, saying, here's some nuts. They offset, I think. Well, thank you for your nuts, Corey. I really just wanted to say thank you for your nuts. Appreciate it, man. If you don't fulfill your destiny of assembling the monster squad, I'll definitely call police. Super dirty pickle. I want the monster squad, dude. I really want the monster squad. But what am I gonna do? I'd have to grind. Like Mojo's part of the monster team. The Monstars, as they're being called, because you know, Space Jam. Mojo, it's the monster team is basically Man-Thing, Venom the Duck, King Groot, Mojo, and Mole Man. That's the team I want to play with. But I don't know how I'm ever gonna get a like even if I got Mojo, I can't get his sig level up. So like his sig level needs to be up there. King Groot's does. Just can't do it. All these sig levels, man. When I was cleared a path a lot of times today, it was a success. I napped mostly, but woke up to MST's soothing voice and Brian's squeaks of disappointment a few times. Yeah, that about describes it, right? UG inspired by item list, I took down 5.4.3 after many attempts. Nice, man. I'm doing a less items run rather than itemless, just the odd revive or love juice here or there. Only 3 more paths to go. Nice, man. That's a good strategy. Doesn't have to be itemless, but you're almost guaranteed to do better the second time going through a path rather than just trying to do it on the first try, you know. So that's good. Holy crap, just realized practice makes you better. It sure does. What's up, Pete? Your monster lineup? Yeah, dude. The monster lineup. I need Mole Man? I know, dude. Me too. I'm gonna try my best to do a good Mole Man video. Whenever that, you know, whenever we get him in the, assuming we get him in the content creator program thing. BG, I'm 30 million. Is that good pace? Also, I pulled 5-star Nick Fury and had 2 skill gems. Dude, nice. Congrats on that. 30 million? Yeah, I would say 30 million is about on track. That's probably where I'd be at currently if I was going for him. Jenna beat that path? No, Pete. It's all fails today. Lots of learning, but lots of failing. EG, you need your opinion on my mastery setup. Right now, I max willpower and liquid courage, so they balance each other. But should I go the extra mile to max double edge as well? Well, I do recommend it. Every situation is different. But normally, I do recommend having both suicide masteries maxed out. Yeah, it's since you have recoil in that build anyway, you're kind of suffering the worst part of the suicides with that recoil. I mean, of course, it depends on the champion you're using. For some champions, recoil doesn't even matter since you're not using a special 1 or special 2, or you're finishing off the opponent with those specials, or you know. But a lot of times, yeah, just having recoil is the worst part. So you might as well gain that extra 30% attack. Unitless is my favorite way to attempt content. Save a big stash through a week or 2 and push on weekends when I have this time. Yeah. Yeah, that is the way to go, pretty much. Like, I do itemless because I find it fun, but, you know, clearly, clearly it'd be better if I just use the expiring items. and saved on energy refills and stuff like that. Like, that would be better for my progression in the game overall. Save some units, save some time. And yeah, just trying to do it unitless or as few units as possible. Being patient, letting the stash grow. Get to content when you can. That's the best way to go about it. When does the love juice expire? I think we just got an in-game message about it. I don't know the exact date. Like March 11th or something like that? I don't know, but I think there's an in-game mail. Oh, someone did say March 11th, so that's gotta be it. I bet the Monstars can handle a lot. Mojo can be the guy off the bench to give someone a rest. I think Warlock qualifies as well. You know, I mean, those were kind of like the 5 in my head when just thinking about the Monstars, but maybe we can come up with an even better monster team. Can't watch your itemless runs anymore. It physically pains me. Heart is broken repeatedly. Pete, I'm sorry, man. Use Warlock with Robot Uprising today on the encroaching stun/biohazard path in 6.3.2 and sold the entire thing. It was ridiculous. Old Man Logan with 220k HP and was never able to throw a special. Damn, dude. That's awesome. It's funny at first, but then I just get sad. Wow. Well, yeah, that's itemless. That about describes it. It's these final paths, man. These final paths are just brutal. There was so much progression in earlier streams, you know? Like, I don't remember a time... I don't even remember a time when I was taking down, like, multiple paths in the same stream. Now it's like, okay, every few streams I get a path down. Can't be a BG team without Omega Red. Yeah, I mean, kind of, but I need to expand. My horizons in this game. Let Omega Red just kind of chill out for a little while on his own. We need to part ways so that we can learn what true love really means. Plus, I really like Mojo, and I would like to get Mojo, and I'm thinking I'm gonna really like Mole Man, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But man, if I can get Mojo plus Man Thing together, and what's the synergy again with King Groot and Man Thing? I think I remember King Groot's side of it. I think is his Furies are up a little bit longer. Or no, he gains 2 extra Furies, doesn't he? That's what that is. Hold on. Let's go check it out together. Let's see. Man Thing. Synergies. Let me scroll this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, misunderstood monsters. Dude, that's... these two have to be on the same team together. Like, listen, this is the name of the synergy. Misunderstood monsters. These guys are just misunderstood. Okay. Man Thing, well-timed blocks, inflict a poison debuff. Okay, so, the poison debuff is pretty weak, actually. So, Man Thing's side of it, not that big of a deal. Especially because you're not doing that many well-timed blocks with Man Thing, because you have so much extra power with Mystic Dispersion and all. So, super weak synergy, I would say. But Mole Man has a synergy with Man Thing, so... And that one's a little bit better. It's also not that amazing, but it's a little bit better. The shine, my eyes. Sorry, Pixie Bell. I think Diaper Logan will be good for Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I think Diaper Logan will be good for Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Wow. Maybe, Pete. I don't know. Okay, anyway. The King Groot side of it, start the fight with 2 additional Furies and gain 2 additional Furies when exiting his cooldown state. So, this synergy was the original reason why I grinded for Man-Thing. Because I remember starting to just kind of theorize that I would enjoy playing King Groot in itemless runs. Dude, these guys would actually be so good together, I think. For future itemless runs. I have to do it, guys. I have to get them both ranked up. I have to find the Sig Stones somehow for Man-Thing. I need to. Damn it, Kabam! Just give me some Sig Stones, man. Hold on. I want to look at that again in a second. But first, there was a couple of super chats. Terax sent over 2. First time meeting Terax. Hi, how are you doing? Saying greetings from the future. I have come to the past because why not? I have to warn you about the battle ahead of you. Earth will stumble upon a beaver who has 365 birthdays per year. I have news. It never ends. Oh my god, that's the news. I have news. It never ends. Happy birthday, Beaver. Enemy of the state. Wow. Terax, thank you so much. Dude, at first, I was reading that wrong in my head, too. I don't know why I was reading it, like, where it said 365 birthdays. I thought it said 365 birthings. like, giving birth or something. But Terax, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear your messages of the future. Yuki sent it over 3 of them Polish bucks too, saying, Brian, we all know that soon you'll dump Omega like you did Medusa and Gwenpool before her. Such a douche. Wow. Maybe. Perhaps. Hey, if I get the Monster Synergy team, well, maybe I will. I'd let you give birth to me, Brian? Wow. But Yuki, thank you very much. Alright, hold on. Let's go back to this real quick. So, I've done the math on this before, but I want to kind of do it again. So, 2 additional Furies for King Groot. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I mean, it's certainly nice. By not that big of a deal, I'm thinking it's not going to make most people like King Groot, but okay, so each Fury is let's just round that to 500 attack. So like an extra 1,000 attack with that synergy. Okay. That's pretty nice. And the armor break. He can have how many armor breaks? Is it 9? I don't think it says it here. Does it say it anywhere? I don't think so, right? But he could have. I think he can have 9 armor breaks. I think that's the max. If anyone can confirm. Don't think there's a limit? No, there's got to be a limit. There must be a limit. Well, that's a pretty substantial amount of armor being reduced. We could maybe go test it out. Well, no, let's not go test it out. That would take a while to test, and I gotta keep grinding. But that's a decent amount of armor reduced, and his base attack is, well, garbage. Literally the worst base attack in the entire game. As it says with this nice dot here, the Cade dot. Worst base attack in the entire game. The attack would only go up to like 2,600. Oh, good God. Oof. Well, actually, no, because Okay, so I would have 4 Fury buffs. So it would actually be at like 3,600. Like 3,600 attack with the Man-Thing synergy, and the enemy having negative armor and stuff like that. And the damage wouldn't be that bad once you got fully armor broke the opponent, but ugh. It really would be an itemless thing. You know, that would not be an everyday. That would not be an everyday situation right there. But Super Dirty Pickle sent it over to saying tweet. Okay, what do we got on the tweet? Oh, dude, what a team right here. Look how beautiful, look how stupid and crazy beautiful this squad looks. They barely even fit on the screen. Oh, it's nice. I love how Man-Thing. I love how, you know why I need the monster team? It's the only way Man-Thing is up front. He's leading the charge because he's the smallest out of all of these guys. Oh, what a beautiful team. Yeah, this has to happen. Damn it, man. Now I'm really pissed that I'm not grinding for 5-star Mojo. It's upsetting to me. They look like an ugly version of DC's superhero girls. Maybe on opposite day. They're ugly. More items this weekend, BG? Charmer Tortoise. I would like to. I can't say 100% for sure, but I'm going to try my best to do more items this weekend, yeah. Yeah, it is 9. Okay, that's what I thought. BG and chat, do I rank 2 Sunspots, Man-Thing, or Doc Ock? All 3 stars I pulled today. For 3 stars, I think it's probably most important just to play what you're comfortable playing. I'm not sure which one would actually be better as a 3-star, but probably not Man-Thing, because Man-Thing needs Mystic Dispersion, and when you're at 3-star, I don't think you're gonna have that. So yeah, maybe Doc Ock. It's because the other Sunspot's a little bit more involved too. I think not super involved, but kind of. I think I might go with Sunspot. Okay, yeah, that's fair. BG completed 6.2.6 2 days back. It cost me 1,300 units to defeat the champion. Guy's tough, man. Congrats on getting him down, though. Congrats. BG, you've cleared all of 6.1 up to Quest 5. Should I save for the offer or just finish it? Have 1 rank 5 materials for 2 right now. I would just finish it. The offer, it's you know, there's these days there's better offers coming out through like 4th of July, Cyber Monday, and yeah. I would say it's more important just to get Cavalier than to get that offer. It takes me a while to move around as I'm a tortoise, so I like to watch itemless streams during the 3-hour walk to the bathroom. Dude, it takes that long? Man, you gotta predict when you gotta go to the bathroom if it takes 3 hours to get there. By the time you get back from the bathroom, you're like, oh, I better start going back to the bathroom again. Got a Rampage versus or as Vices yesterday. Pete, nice, man. Oh man, kind of want to play a Dota with you. kind of want to play a Dota with you, but yeah, ain't gonna be doing that. It'd be fun though. Everyone else underestimates the burbs. The suburbs? No, I'm just kidding. The birds, yeah. Gee, I'm a recent free-to-play over a year. I focused on 6 stars. How do you decide to? Oh, haven't? You're saying I haven't focused on 6 stars? Yeah, I mean, I haven't focused on the 6 stars either. It's, as far as like deciding to, it's just about the champions that you have. If you have good, if you have good 6 stars, then you rank them up. But if you're still waiting, like a lot of people are, to pull the right 6 stars, then hey, there's nothing wrong with ranking up 5 stars. So, depending on what the rewards are going to be, changed to for the rest of Act 6 here. I think I'm just gonna start rank 2ing some of my 6-star champions, even though like I can't really use them. Just because it'll be a good place to kind of dump resources. Like, I don't, this is a little bit of a gamble, but I'm tempted to like rank 2 Aegon. Even though I can't actually use Aegon anytime soon. We could play Artifact. I haven't played it since the closed beta. Dude, I haven't played Artifact at all. Is that still a thing? I thought they canceled Artifact. Did they not? Hold on a second. I could have sworn they actually canceled it. Hold on. Artifact. I guess not. Here's an article saying how Artifact became Valve's biggest failure. Well, that doesn't sound good. Hold on, I'm on Wikipedia right now. Trying to see. Wow, Artifact saw its concurrent player count drop from 60,000 at launch to just over 1,500 within 2 months of its release. Wow. By May 2019, the interest in Artifact was so low that Twitch's category for the game began to be used for streaming pornography and other content that violated the website's terms of service. Sounds about right. This prompted Twitch to temporarily suspend new creators from streaming. By July 2019, the game had dropped to nearly 100 concurrent players. Is it really that bad, Pete? I never even watched anybody play it or anything. Alfred stated that he felt Artifact was not successful because it was review bombed early on, with players upset over the apparent pay-to-win mechanics, driving away potential newcomers and not allowing the game and player economy to become more stable state. Dude, that can't be it. If a game does that poorly, it is not because of some reviews. That's crazy. BG, ever seen the same type of towel you own at a friend's house and be like, this son of a B-man, he stole my towel, but really you just wasted at 10 p.m. at an Arby's? What the hell, dude? That story took a turn. I can't say that's ever happened to me, but can't speak for the future. Derek sent it over 5 saying, BG, my girlfriend can't sleep and is watching the stream with me. She referred to you as the guy who makes that noise. What noise is that? That's how famous your Big D slap is. Oh, that noise. Okay. I was gonna say. Hold on. What noise am I making? Very self-conscious about the noises I make. But Derek, dude, thank you very much, man. Bummer that your girlfriend can't sleep. But thank you very much for the 5. Why would you play Artifact when Hearthstone exists? Sounds about right, Pete. There's other card games that, I mean, I guess I've never, like, I've never played another card game post Hearthstone. I've played a few before, like Magic, of course. And I know some people who are into Magic really hate Hearthstone, actually. And some people who played Hearthstone went back to Magic and stuff like that, but I did really enjoy Hearthstone for a little while. Also, Auto Chess, now Underlords, is ridiculously fun and Dota themed, so Artifact has no spot. I haven't played that either, but I have heard of like the Auto Chess stuff before. I don't even know how those games work. Taking the Dreamin' route, rank 2 first, so that it blesses your next 6-star opening. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. It worked for Dreamin'. Maybe it worked for me too. Can hear noises coming from your stomach. Well, I like to think of those as a good thing. Is this Celebrity Deathmatch? It's Tom Holland versus Tobey Maguire, or in this Celebrity Deathmatch? Wait, do they still have that show? Celebrity Deathmatch? I remember that show, man. I remember watching Celebrity Deathmatch on TV, and I was thinking like I was trying to, because it's like claymation, right? I think. I was trying to think like who. I was trying to think about how they like made that show. Because I think it's like with people like actually moving them around, right? Is that how claymation works? Just imagining like adults playing with that stuff. Like, I don't know, man. It's got to be a fun job. Dabbled in Magic for 20 years. Commander with the boys is fun as hell. Hold on. What type of Magic are you talking about, Super Dirty Pickle? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're talking about the card game, right? Commander with the boys is fun as hell. I'm not sure what Commander is. Is that like a new... is that a new game mode for Magic? Or I get maybe not even new. Is that a game mode for Magic? Or is that like a new... what's it called? What is it called, actually? Like a new set? Tweet, please. Alright, like his bodyguard. Give me 1 sec. Anyone know what Tier 1 War is like these days? Are teams in need of players, or are there long lineups to get in? I mean, alliances are always recruiting. I don't know if there's long lines to get in. There's a lot of people really aren't doing competitive war at the moment. Just because the Master rewards are arguably worse than the Platinum rewards, since Master doesn't have any Tier 2 Alpha in it. Which is really stupid. I still cannot believe Kabam is doing that. It's putting no Tier 2 Alpha in the Master rewards. But alright, the tweeter. What do we got? Should I 565 this goat? Rank 3 King Groot full suicides with Man-Thing synergy. Hold on, I missed. We need to wait for it to refresh. I was reading the tweet. That's a lot of hits, but what type of damage was that at the end? Okay, the regular hits for like 700. So the regular hits will probably go up to somewhere around like double that. Maybe not the greatest damage still. How many armor breaks is that? It's so tiny. I wish it wasn't so tiny. Stinking Twitter, man. I mean, it's not Twitter's fault, but is that all 9 of them? I feel like that's 9. That's Assassin's range? Ah, okay. And you have 5? Okay. Alright, so that's only 5 arm breaks? Okay. I mean, I guess it's unrealistic to get 9 armor breaks in a fight, though, because if you only have 5 in a Winter Soldier fight... Although, I guess you could have had more, though. In 400 hits, you could have had 9 if you wanted. Dude, now I really want to test. All right, you know what? We're gonna do a little test. I can't help it, man. I'm too curious. Whoops. Let's go test. Do a quick test. See the damage of King Groot. Is Brian going from 5-star? I'm not, but you're muted, which means you didn't hear this. Super Dirty Pickle 705 saying tweet one more Warlock Old Man Logan fight I spoke of under a minute. Okay. Robot uprising all over Old Man Logan's face. Dude, his heavy attack, oh my god, 17k. That's a big heavy attack. Dude, all these crits and everything. Oh. Oh. That's some big damage. Holy crap, man. It's good stuff. Alright. Let's go do the quick test. Some good stuff, though. Derek sent over 2 saying, I wish it wasn't so tiny. BG 2020. Wow. Well, I do wish. Let's go test. I think my King Groot is only rank 2, sadly. Yeah, he's only rank 2, but that's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll throw the Man-Thing synergy in there. Why not? Get those 2 extra Furies. Let's test with just this team. So I don't even know how much of a purpose this test is going to have, but I am curious. Tyler Buffkin sending over a buck. Thanks, man. Saying, BGE, you are looking as shiny as ever. Thank you. That's so kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Okay, I mean, the damage ain't that bad with the 4 Furies, you know. It's not great. It's not even good, but it's not that bad. Alright, so for the armor breaks, I need to be in my other... Little King Groot lesson for you all. You want to have your Furies up when you do your L1 to get the permanent armor break. Ah, seriously, failed already? It's a 90% chance. Man, I remember when King Groot was in the arena, and I could have grinded for him twice. Got the 40 sig levels on him that way. That'd have been nice. Oof, look at that. 6 Furies at the moment? Okay. Super Dirty Pickle sent it over 2 saying second last. Okay, hang on. Should have brought quick, I guess so. This is gonna take a while. 2, we've got 2. With highly reduced bleed damage from Old Man Logan as well. Bleed is actually very nice. Ooh. I wasn't even looking at the bleed numbers. But that's interesting. We got 3. Nice, we can get another one off right here. 4. "99 Furies of King Groot on the wall. This song doesn't make any sense. Take one down. Converted to a permanent armor break on Winter Soldier. 98 bottles of Furies on King Groot. Alright, 5. Dude, look at the sustainability. King Groot is suicide friendly. That's nice to know. Although, I wouldn't really want to run the poison with him. Reduce all that healing. It's one of his major benefits. Don't be your day job, BG. Noted. Wait for the next cycle on this one. Dude, the regular hits, they're starting to get up there, when I have the Furies at least. This ain't that bad. Alright, 97, or I said 97. It's just 7. Oh man. I've done 140 hits to take off 15% of Winter Soldier's life. This is kind of bad. But it is only a rank 2. Alright, here we go. This 9th armor break. Let's see if it suddenly adds 1,000 damage to each one of his attacks. Man, I'm topped off. Like, look how many specials I've used. With recoil and all. Doesn't even matter. Alright, now we need to wait until, got the 4 Furies. Let's punch this dude. Sadly, armor breaks do not increase poison damage, but I am going to hit him with an L2. A big old L2. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that 413 poison damage. Alright, hold on. I missed the regular damage numbers. I need one more cycle. One more cycle where I have, the Furies on myself. See some damage numbers. Okay. So the mediums are almost 1,000 damage. That's not great. Alright, we can be done testing now. Who put you up to this BG? I need to have a word with this individual. Yeah. We're not gonna finish the fight here. I just wanted to do a little bit of testing. Just a little bit. Here, we're gonna auto fight. Did you guys know King Groot could beat this guy in an auto fight match? He's doing it. Oh, I lied. Why are we testing King Groot? I just wanted to get a feel for his damage at rank 2. Don't ask why. Because I don't have an answer. I mean, he was dealing, if he had like an 800 base attack, does that mean, and I was hitting for, I was hitting for about 800 on my mediums, right? Like close to it. Does that mean if I have you know, about a 3600 attack, that means it'll be like 3600 attack or a 3600 shot of mediums? Does that math check out? Is that not good? I don't know. I really do think I could make use of that guy during itemless though. And although he's slow, not resetting would be nice. Think about that, man. How much time have I spent resetting where maybe with this guy I wouldn't have had to reset? Mediums are 40% of attack, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but Winter Soldier, he had a bunch of negative armor. I guess the armor break value goes up with star level 2, so yeah, that little fake math I was doing, it's not gonna hold up in court. The court of Man-Thing law. Or not Man-Thing, King Groot law. PG, have you ever tested the Namor King Groot synergy? Does it even help that much? Namor King Groot synergy? Does Namor gain like plus special attack or something? Hold on, let me go check it out. Each member of this synergy increases the team's special attack damage by plus 12%. Yeah. No, I've never really tested it out. I can't say how strong it is. But it's this synergy right here. The champ, like, I just don't see a situation where you'd bring these champions on a team. You know, Kingpin, OG Black Panther, King Groot, like, I get that they're playing into like the kings of the world synergy, so they're just finding some kings in the game, but ugh. Who would bring those champions together? EG, you might as well make this an itemless stream right now. I could, but I also need to do some arena grinding. I need to add this 4-star Mojo man to my roster. Hello to you, Brian. Nick Dipples, what's up? 26-star shards do you get from duping the arena featured 5-star? I don't know. I know the 4-star, if you dupe the 4-star, it's like 100 5-star shards. So maybe it's the same for the 5 and 6. It's been a while since I duped a 5-star feature and checked that. What software do you use to stream? I use OBS. I have an Elgato connected to my, connecting my phone and my computer. That's the hardware that I use, and then I use OBS. Just stream it to the world. I used to use Air Server. If you're not looking for the expensive Elgato option, that was pretty good, but it's through Wi-Fi, and when I moved, my internet was no longer able to handle it. Gotta add Mojo to my roster. Sounds like it won't be too difficult. It won't be. And Mojo is actually underrated. He's not even it's not that bad of a champion at all. It's actually pretty good. Think Mojo likes you? I hope so. 'Cause I like Mojo. You're talking more than playing, so let's talk more playing, BG. I'm playing. I could do both. Sometimes. Alright, man. Do you want to pop your L2? Thank you. Of course I got hit by it. Just finished my 8 exams, ended with a 4.7 GPA. That was hard. Dude, 4.7? Is that even possible? Holy crap. Congratulations. Should I end with my master's or should I pursue medicine? It's probably not a question to ask me or anyone in here. More of a question that you have to ask yourself. What do you want to pursue? It's a nice shiny gold pool. He is pretty nice, and he is pretty shiny. Thank you for noticing. GPA can go up to 5.0. Can it really? Jeez. Crazy. My GPA was like subtract 3 from that. It was I think it was around 2.0 in high school, that is. That's what happens when you sleep through high school. Should I rank 4 5-star Kang with 2016 rank up gem? Considering I already have rank 4 Star-Lord and Ultron. Well, there's a Hulkbuster buff coming. I'm not sure if you already have Hulkbuster ranked up, but that's probably going to be the way to go. If you yeah, I would save it for that if anything. There's also a chance that because Iron Patriot is such a crappy champion at the moment, there's a chance that he'll get buffed too. So, I mean, you could go with Kang, like get the trophy champion up there and everything, but yeah, just because there's no other interesting tech champions at the moment doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. Oh, poison yourself, you fool. Oh man, I don't even need to fight you anymore. BG, what's your quick way to do tier 4 basic arena? Well, really I just build to a streak of 5 and then I run my top 5-star champions, and it doesn't take that many rounds. But it always depends on the size of your roster and everything, how many 5-star champions you have ranked up. When I first started doing tier 4 basic arena, I would do, and I did this for the longest time, for like years. I would run just whatever team, like 3-star champions up until a streak of 9 or 10. And then I would run my strongest champions from there. And then I wouldn't run anything less than, like, now it would be 440 4-stars. Or rank 2 5-stars. Ryu sent it over 25 of them PHPs. Thanks, man. Where's your message at? D is for degree. That's what I always say. Pete. That's a good saying. Hold on. Ryu. Here we go. He's asking you whether or not he'll rank himself up, BG. So it's a legitimate question to the stream. You're right. You're totally right. Basically ranking himself up. hold on. Just got some weird email. I'll have to look into that later, but anyway. Wait, what? You can get a streak of 5? Yeah. Maybe you're thinking of the multiplier? If you're surprised by that? The multiplier stays at 3x, but you could have essentially an infinite streak, known as the infinite streak. PG, should I max out my Blade or Corvus as I'm progressing through Act 6.1? If you run Suicides, Corvus is definitely the way. If you don't run Suicides, I think Blade would probably be better. All sustainable like. I mean, there's a lot of robots. That's the only thing that I'm not too sure of. In 6.1, there's a lot of robots that Blade may not be ideal for. Although, I do remember seeing... I don't know who it was, but I do remember like watching someone use their Blade against Sentinel. They had like a crazy high combo, like 700 hits or something, just because they weren't dealing much damage, but they were able to survive. Mine was 2.4, and now I work 60 plus hours in a factory every week. I typically recommend staying in school. I agree. Although there's nothing wrong with working in a factory. But I do agree. I think when it comes to... first off, let me, before I give any advice at all right now, let me just say that you probably shouldn't listen to any advice I give about school. But here's the way I think of school. High school, stay in school, kids. Beyond that, well, everybody's different. Some people are going to do better in a classroom environment than others. And really, don't necessarily have to go to school, but you should always be learning. I realize that, yeah, like I don't think school is for me. Just 'cause I don't know, man. I have attention problems. I can't pay attention in school. I need to be free to wander the world and discover things. And by the world, I mean the internet. If I'm stuck sitting in a classroom, my mind is just going to be all over the place, and I'm not going to be paying attention to what you know, what they're trying to teach. I need to go about it in different methods. BG, a guy in my alliance is considering taking a 6-star coal to rank 2. I have one too, and am wondering if the new coal is worth it. Thoughts? Well, I don't have a high-level coal to really say. From what I've seen from other people, though, that some people do like the new Cole more than the old Cole, but he's still a bit of a glass cannon. So it is hard to use him in some of the higher level content where even blocked hits will hurt pretty bad. So I'm generally not a huge fan of him, but some people do like him. So it's up to you. Test him out. See what you think. Everything you need to learn about life you can learn from Itemless series. Yeah. Let's go with that. Oh, man. Really close to getting my first 5-star, and I'm wondering what the best way to get shards is. You know, you're probably doing everything you need to get 5-star shards. It's just early on, it's difficult. Because they come from all over the place, but the game kind of makes you get 3-star shards first and then 4-star shards before you get 5-star shards, you know, so just kind of work your way up the difficulties of the game. But some ways to get 5-star shards are duping 4 stars, the monthly event quest, Alliance War, depending on the tier you're in, although, again, early on, not really going to be doing that. The arena, you can get some 5-star shards. Again, it's tough before you have any 5-star shards. And they really come from all over the place. Someone's saying sell your champions. Do not do that. I think they're just kidding, but do not do that. Whatever you do. Can't you, like, sell coal and get your items back? Not anymore. That time has passed. Who needs to know stuff when you've got PooTube and Google? It's true. Parents should have known school wasn't for me when I was expelled from kindy. I mean, everybody needs a second chance, you know? BG, have you ever watched Accepted? I have. With... I can't remember his name now. I can picture the actor's face. But now I can't remember his name. But I have seen that movie, yeah. Justin Long, yeah, there we go. Thank you, guys. I was about to go Google it, but I figured by the time I Googled it, somebody would have typed it in the chat, so. It's a pretty good movie. I like those types of movies where it's clearly somebody doing something they shouldn't do, and yet it leads to valuable lessons, valuable life lessons. Yeah, but I don't like I the world is different now. I sound so old. But the world did change a lot since the early 2000s, or I guess. So I graduated high school in 2005, and I feel like the internet was still growing. I mean, of course, it's always still growing, but like in just a short amount of time, you know, in like 10 years, you know, it's way different. There was no YouTube in 2005. There were still ways to like learn on the internet, but like, man, it really has changed so much. And of course, school is still needed for certain things, but man, it's a lot easier these days to just to you know, to learn on your own. Without some sort of institution. Sold all my 4 stars when I quit at the start of 2019. I was back by September and my account still hasn't recovered. ISO shortage is real. Dude, yeah. That's one of the worst parts about, you know, if you dumped all of your 5 stars. Or, I'm sorry, your 4 stars. It's the main way to get ISO. YouTube started in 2005? Did it? I thought it was 2007. But, I guess you're right. It's not like I memorized the dates or anything. BG, have you watched E.T.? I have not watched E.T. E.T. Phone Home? I have not. How many 6 stars do you have, BG? I've got 28. BG, I've failed the champion boss 3 times, spent almost 300 to 400 units worth revives every time. Always died at the 4th prowess. Oh, it's heartbreaking, dude. Feel like I can never move ahead in story mode. That's rough, man. Keep at it though, dude. Like, you're almost there. You've got at the 4th prowess. You're almost there, man. Maybe have you tried boosting for that fight? Just having that little bit of extra health can maybe mean the difference. Brian, how dare you? Pete, I'm sorry. BG, what do you gain if you do Legends run a monthly quest? Well, the Legends title is the most important part of it. That's why people do it. The rest of it is really not a big deal. It's I think it's just a tier 4 class catalyst crystal for the top 100, and then top 5 I think get 3 of them. I think that's it. Ryan, I ordered my custom cable. The dude messaged me and told me my order was whack. Wait, what? Should be coming in like a week though. What? Are you serious? The dude messaged me and told me my order was whack. What? Why would he do that? Was it? Is your order whack? I think they were bought by Google in 2007 though. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Uh, 2005, 18 equals 1987, 2020 minus 2, minus, what is this math? Means BG is around 32 to 33. Dude, you should go to, you should practice medicine, that is correct. I am 33. Super Dirty Pickles, and an 05 saying, some dude, I write stuff in caps. Pixie, don't. Some dude, but I'm gonna. Pixie, go sit in a corner, kid. Enough with yo stuff. Don't mess with Pixie Belle. Oh man, my voice cracked there for a second. Don't mess with the Pixie Belle. Super Dirty Pickle, thank you, man. I appreciate the 5. He said, and I quote, hey, looking at your order right now, this order is whack. How did that make you feel, Pete? What? Go watch E.T. Need to watch E.T. You will want a bike with a basket, and yes, there will be tears. I mean... Here's the thing, though. Would I still like it today? What year did E.T. come out? Was it like 85? E.T. movie. 82. Okay, so that's part of the reason why I never saw it is because that was yeah, that was 5 years before I was born. Dang, dude. The budget for E.T. was $10.5 million. They made $792.9 million. That was the box office. Oh my God. It probably made more off of toys and all that stuff too. Like, dude, sometimes I look at these, like the amount of money that movies make, and I just think like how, like it's crazy, man. It is so crazy. Like I'm sure if I saw it when I was young. I mean, I saw it like a decade ago, but I just rewatched it. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're younger than me too, Pete. I think if I watched it when I was young, maybe it'd be a movie that I can go back to and stuff. But you know, like I mean, I go back to a lot of my childhood movies, like all of the Mighty Ducks, or all of the Home Alones, all 2 of the Home Alones, because there's only 2 Home Alones. But I never watched E.T. I feel like, you know, I guess I can't say, because there are some movies that are so good that you don't, you know, it's not just a childhood thing. I didn't see the movie Heavyweights until I was a little bit older. I guess I wasn't that old or anything, but dude, you know what I just realized? A nihilist, maybe a nihilist would be good for that Red Skull fight. Not, I mean, not that I needed a counter for him, but he applies so many debuffs. He would really cancel the healing. I don't know how I'd get around the global in that fight though with him. It'd be rough. Actually, no, I would be able to intercept because I'd be armor breaking. Yeah, he might be able to do it. My brother is totally Tony Perkins. That's my favorite Ben Stiller movie. By far. Is Heavyweights. BG, did you stream Mojo fighting? Did you stream Mojo fighting? Today? Or I mean I streamed Mojo when I had him in the content creator program. You know what I just realized? Since I already did a Mojo testing stream, maybe tomorrow will just be itemless. A little itemless after dark. Never-ending story. I've never seen that. Hold on. Never-ending story. The Explorers. Never seen it. Cloak and Dagger. Never seen it. The Goonies. Never. No, I'm just kidding. I have seen the Goonies. And Stand By Me. I think Stand By Me, that's the one with Macaulay Culkin, I think, right? Hold on. Actually, no. I don't think it is. But I think you brought this up one night, Super Dirty Pickle. I remember talking about this on stream one time. Stand By Me movie. Yeah, no. I did look it up. Oh man, it's got good ratings too. But I have not seen this. Out of that list of movies, I've seen one. Itemless After Dark, huh? Sounds kinky. Maybe it will be. Big Red sent it over another 5. Wait, was that your message actually? It might have been your message. Or was there a different one? I think that was actually it. Dude, Big Red. Thank you for another 5. I appreciate it, man. Generosity is real. Dude, I'm getting wrecked by this Quake a little bit. You need to die, Quake. Thank you. Big Red, you already know he won't be wearing pants? That's true. I am not wearing pants at this very moment, in fact. I'm here for an itemless run on Sunday night. No day stream then? Well, I didn't say that. Could do 2. Could maybe just start a stream early. I don't know. I'm still kind of planning things out. Explorers, young Ethan Hawke, River Phoenix kids build a spaceship out of a tilt-a-whirl fair ride thing. Oh, that sounds fun. And Goonies / Stand By Me, maybe the best double feature you can do. Are the two movies related? Like, or just saying similar, or BG, do you not wear pants to save on laundry costs? Yes. That, and I don't like to cover up my junk. Man, I got past Uncollected recently. Nice, dude. Was wondering if it's a good idea to focus on 4 stars until I finish Act 5. 3 good 5-star out of 13. Any suggestions? Well, my suggestion is not really to pay attention to star level and just rank up the best champion that could help you, which is sometimes going to be a lower star level. But if you're uncollected, I'd say once you're uncollected, that's when you really do start to transition to 5 stars. I mean, everyone's different, of course, depending on your polls, but you know, you do start to get more rank up materials to rank up your 5s. But yeah, it's just whatever champion's best for you, whatever's gonna help you out. No, oh, I'm an idiot. He was unstoppable. Now we have to sit through this animation. The one thing I will say about ranking up 4s and 5s and all that... Yeah, I'm just trying to pop my special 3, thank you. One thing I will say about that is, if you don't have like an immediate need to rank up champion, it might be worth kind of banking some resources for future 5-star polls or something. I will get you to love movies. They're both awesome coming of age 80s movies that kick ass. Just go well together. Okay. I don't know about getting me to love movies though. Listen, I love some movies. I'm telling you though, I have a serious attention issue where if I'm watching a movie, even if my eyes are looking at the movie, I'm just not paying attention. It's a real problem, man. My mind is just thinking about other things. You will. ABG, can I finish off variant 1.3 with just Thing as my primary attacker? Don't have a high-level champion. Probably. You don't need that synergy. Thing is good all on his lonesome. That, I mean, it is really, that chapter of variant 1 is really tough. But I would say Thing can probably handle a lot of it. You know, I would say at least, like, well, okay, actually, here, cancel that advice. I do think it's possible, yes, but you might be better off going back to that content when you have more champions ranked up. Like, because that quest is so tough, you might want like 3 or 4 champions, 3 or 4 high-ranked champions that are cosmic or science to help you get through it, instead of just relying all on Thing. Because then, you know, your Thing dies, you have to spend resources every time. You got to spend resources to heal him up, versus spreading out the load on 4 champions, 3, 4. I actually haven't, but unlike Brian, I will go watch it soon. Wow. Finally completed Act 5, tried Act 6, but womp womp. I have to explore Act 5, I think. Yeah. Take your time exploring Act 5. Like Act 6, there was a the difference between Act 5 and Act 6, it's a noticeable jump up in difficulty. So take your time, explore Act 5, get those rank up resources, and then go back to Act 6. Brian, is the hype for Mojo not very high? 55 mil estimate? It's really hard to say with Mojo. So it's entirely just a guess. I actually think he's a really good champion. But his place in the contest is not super clear. You know, like sometimes you look at a champion and you could just tell, like, oh, this dude's gonna be important. Either they have high prestige or they have lots of immunities or something like that, or someone like Namor, who even if he didn't have high prestige, he just had an ability to you know, reflect damage for something like Thorns. Mojo, a lot of what makes Mojo good is his degen damage, which I think is, like, that alone is pretty unique. There's not a ton, like, if you think about how good degen damage is sometimes, like passive degen damage from the likes of you know, like Omega Red, or sometimes just like dot damage, even with like Void. Like, I don't know, so, like, it's pretty good, but I don't know. I imagine a lot of people might think that it's not too important. As far as Mystic champions go, I can see Doom being like the go-to Mystic still. I don't think Mojo's suddenly gonna take that spot. I don't know. Outside of his damage, his utility is a little bit unreliable. Like, you can reduce the duration of buffs, but sometimes the timing of his anti-life field aura doesn't always work out. I really want him, though. My hope is that he goes super low round 1, like 40 mil or something. And if he does, I'm gonna try to find a way. It's so much harder for me to grind for champions on round 2. The problem with Mojo too is, like, man, he's got to be high sig level in order for that damage to be there. So even if I got him, it's like, what am I gonna do with him? He's just gonna ride the bench. But Slickster 86, send over Buck. Thanks, man. Where is your last one? Here we go. Been saving tech 5-star awakening gem since Summon Appreciation. Is Warlock worth it? A lot of people play Warlock unawakened. Does anyone in here have a high level Warlock? And maybe they could say how important his awakening ability is or isn't. I know it adds a bit of damage. But if anyone could say, like, because unfortunately I don't have a Warlock to really know. All I do know is that he can definitely be played unawakened. Which, that alone, you might want to save it just for someone else that needs it more. But remember my video? Unbelievable. Was the awaken ability doing a lot in that video though? Because the awaken ability is just a little bit of degen, right? Can we even see it? Is that the damage that's doing 34 right now? Or is that the bleed that's being reduced? Oh no, there's the Infection, I think. It's 216. It's taking for 216. I mean, that's not bad. If that's it. But still, 216 compared to you critting for like 10 and 17k and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Warlock is such a good champion, and he has high prestige and everything too. Like I wouldn't mind just like if I had a Warlock myself, I wouldn't mind dumping resources into him. But at the same time, if I can play him unawakened, you know, because of how hard it is to get resources in this game, I would maybe do. I think I would just save it for another champion. So it may be worth it, but I think I would end up saving it. I don't even know if that's right, because if you're using him a lot, that extra damage could save you. Could save you resources, could allow you to spend units on other things instead of items. So it's kind of a hard decision to make, I would say, Slickster. But yeah, I've got some opinions in the chat. Unfortunately, that's the best I can do. But thank you very much for the buck. What was last, Pete? Your last is last. BG, have you seen the thrilling TV series titled Teletubbies? I have not. Although I hear the purple one's a cutie. Miss? Really? Oh god. They're using that synergy that makes you just randomly miss Loki sometimes. What annoying synergy. Every time he tries to regen, he is power drained, and every time he's power drained, he degens. Very nice bonus. Well, I want to read. Let's go to anime. I want to read the exact wording on it. Let's look at a 5-star. Okay, degenerates the opponent, dealing blah 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 direct damage over 2 seconds. I mean, that is a lot of damage. All right, while opponent's power is drained or burned. Does this scale with attack? It's not bad damage. It's limited. Wouldn't say it's worth. Yeah, I think if I had him, it'd be one of those things where I would only do it for prestige. And I'd be happy to do it, because Warlock seems just like a badass champion in general, so any way to even make him, you know, to make him even stronger would be nice, but if I wasn't doing it for prestige, I feel like other champions just need it more. Alright, BG, I'm out. Night, everyone. Alright, Pixie Bell. Have a good night. GG, thoughts on 5-star Colossus? Just pulled him. Can't awaken, but would he be worth taking to rank 3 or 4? Yes. Colossus is one of the strongest champs in the game. He's the ultimate 0 to hero case, where if I looked at my own roster of champions, he might be like top 3, if not top 3, then maybe top 5 of strongest. Like, he's just crazy strong. BC said they were thinking of not doing itemless on 6.4 and do other content itemless instead. Please do 6.4 itemless. Act 6 is such hard content that it's much more. I'm guessing there's a part 2 to this. Oh no, part 2 came first. Much more valuable and interesting for us than seeing the next variant or side event itemless. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, I love itemless, man. I love itemless. The thing is, I just don't have unlimited time, and these days I'm finding myself with less and less time. So that's what it comes down to. Like, it's I don't know. I didn't even enjoy doing the Legends run in 6.3. For some reason, I think I'm gonna enjoy it more in 6.4 though, because I'm gonna do it like a laid back style, where like I'm trying to go fast, but like I'm using I'll be using like Omega Red, because I'm not gonna be max boosting or anything. I'll probably just boost for Grandmaster or something like that, if that even, because you know, not being in an alliance also loses some medium boost that you would get. But it's just a matter of time at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. Your 6.3 Legends time was pretty laid back. Well, that's fair. It was. At a certain point in 6.3, I was taking a little bit more of a laid-back approach even, but I don't know. It's hard to even explain how I felt about 6.4 entirely, or I'm sorry, 6.3 entirely. But I just have a feeling like I'm gonna enjoy it more in 6.4. I don't know if that'll be the case. But either way, it's as much as I love itemless, like I don't want to fall too far behind on the content and just doing content in general. And I know there's going to be, you know, more variants and more things to do itemless style, so it's not like I'd be giving it up forever. Just EG, would you consider doing an itemless marathon stream, play until you finish all the paths? No. I get fatigued. Like, my play starts to deteriorate after a few hours. Like, man, I could play games all day. It's not like I need to put down my phone to rest my hands or anything like that. I could actually play games all day, and there's been many days of my life where I have done just that. But doing something really challenging like itemless, and you know, any little slip up is potentially like a run ender, and you gotta reset. Like, it gets a bit tiring. It gets a little bit mentally exhausting. So I don't think it'd be good. Like you know, of course there's a higher chance for me to make progress doing like a 16-hour stream versus a 3 or 4 hour stream or something like that. Even if I am getting fatigued, just spending more time in it, I'm sure, just brute forcing my way through there with a lot of attempts and stuff like that, I can get through. But I wouldn't enjoy that as much. For like a long challenge like that, a long stream, I would much prefer to do a new account challenge. That is something that I know I would be able to, going through like the easier content in the game. That's something I can do all day. Do you think the gates or the champion was what made 6.2 a 10-day Legends cutoff? I would say it's more the champion. The gate, I mean, the gates probably helped for it too, but I think it's the champion boss. People just really hated that guy. Like more strategies came out over time, and if everyone knew those strategies ahead of time, like if this like let's say the final boss of Act 6 was also the champion boss. That's the same exact fight. Then people would be able to knock it out no problem. But those first few days, seeing people stream it and just struggle to get them down even a single time, I'm sure that was a legend run ender right there for some people. Just like, dude, no, this is screw that. And I'm sure a lot of people went into casual mode after that, even if they had planned on doing a Legends run. But Super Dirty Pickle sent out $1, and let's take that 6.2 Nebula. How many times does she regen in that fight? Well, once she's shut down with Medusa, she doesn't regen, but it is annoying. She does regen a lot, even if it's just trying to finish her off with Corvus. She does seem to get a lot of regen in. Wait, hang on a sec. This ties into his abilities. It happens every time they try to regen. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're talking about for Warlock. Okay. I was like, hold on. What does this message mean? Are we talking about Nebula? But no, we're talking about Warlock. Okay. I see now. Well, the 6.4 boss might be more difficult than the champion. Maybe. Honestly, I kind of hope so. but I don't know. Hold on. Why am I not auto fighting something? Why am I just sitting here? I need to dump my energy. There's harder fights than the champion. Like the collector in the Abyss is harder than the champion. But what really makes excuse me, man, these hiccups. What really makes the champion boss fight tough is that you can't just like inch your way down kind of thing. You can't just like slowly take him down. Like you in that 10% phase, you have to, your gameplay has to be on point. You don't make any progression. It's all or nothing. And I don't know if they're gonna do that for the Grandmaster. I mean, maybe it's already been data mined. I don't know. But I don't know if they're going to do that again. People seem to really not like that, and Kabam seems to really listen to like man, a lot of people don't think Kabam listens to feedback at all, but feels like they're making a lot of changes based on community feedback. Did you just wish worse than the champion on the community? Dude, it's the champ. I mean, it's the grandmaster. Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't need to be a lot worse, but I'm hoping he's tough. I don't want him to just be a pushover. Bring it on, man. Do you think Kabam will ever release Quake as a 6-star, or does Kabam want to lock her down like Hype Blade, Stark Spidey? I don't know. They might not release her as a 6-star. She's a bit special. Quake is a bit special for sure in that she could really just play around so many nodes that I could see them in the future saying, okay, we're not going to nerf her, but we're not going to bring her back as a 6-star, and then eventually it's going to get to a point where you could only use 6 stars in certain content or something like that. I don't know, hard to say. There's already so many powerful champions as 6 stars that I don't necessarily think it's a problem for them to release her as a 6-star, but that might be Kabam's mindset. Who knows? Funny if Kabam pulled the Dr. Wily from Mega Man, you beat Grandmaster, and then there's another villain right after. I would love if they did that, man. I would love if they did that. I bet I'll have a lot of fun with 6.4 Grandmaster. I hope so. Lags asked Kabam to make Grandmaster like Venom, where you can go right to the boss. If they did, then feedback finally worked. Well, I mean, they listen to feedback. It's not like they're just going to do everything that the community says. But okay, let's be more broad with this. Any fight, every single regen proc in the opponent triggers a power gain, which triggers the degen. Any regen proc is 5% power drain and 1k damage. Doesn't need to be awesome, but in some fights you definitely notice it. I imagine you notice it, but it's just a matter of not having unlimited resources. That's what it comes down to. Like, it's a lot of sig stones to invest in a champion to get that damage up there, you know? I feel like it'd be more important to have, like, the additional power gain on Ghost or something, you know? Is Lola asleep now? She is asleep, yeah. Who do you think the 6.4 boss is going to be, BG? They already said the Grandmaster. Quake has 6-star, be really OP. 6-star rank 3 Quake will demolish a lot of endgame nodes. Yeah, definitely. But it's possible some things are balanced with Quake in mind, too. Maybe like some Alliance War content. So if they do balance certain nodes around the fact that people will bring Quake to war, then it would make sense to release her as a 6-star, you know? F you for saying that. Just kidding. Don't make me fight Collector again. Not fun. The Collector fight, I don't think was that good of a like. I'm not really a big fan of the Collector, like the Act 5 Collector. I haven't done the Abyss Collector, but I don't think I'm a big fan of the Abyss Collector too, from what I've seen. I don't know his abilities, so I can't say for sure, I guess. But that style of fight, You know, I think there is a place for it in this game, where it's just so unfair that the best you can hope for is to deal, you know, chunks of damage. Although technically, even the Act 5 collector was one-shot by a rank 4 5-star champion, but there was only one person in the entire community capable of doing it at that time, with a voodoo, with a freaking voodoo. But you know, like I said, I do sometimes think there's a place in this game for fights that are so unfair that the best you can hope for is to deal small chunks of damage and then just have to go back in and just take them out that way. But they're also not that fun to me either. Like, it's weird. I like their existence to some extent, but I don't at the same time. I don't know. And that's not what I want out of that's not what I want out of the Grandmaster. I don't want to fight like that, which, according to what Kabam said, when I think Legacy asked Kabam John on that stream that he was on with Lags, I think he said the fight was one-shottable. So that's the type of fight I honestly that's why I like the champion boss fight. Is like, it's really tough, but you can one-shot the dude. As tough as it is. So I realize you might be a bad influence on me. You keep me up at night, BG. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, these streams, hey, these streams are only if you can't make dreams. I always recommend sleep over my stream, if possible. But if you can't sleep, well, then I'm here. Still have yet to see my favorite interaction with Mr. Fantastic's pre-fight. Pop a debuff on the War Boss, then go in with Warlock. Degen and power drain for the whole fight due to willpower regen. Ooh. Interesting. That'd be nice. They went after Quake in 6.3. None of the bosses could be done with her. I didn't even think about that. Could none of them actually be done with her? I mean, one of them you had to land critical hits, right? The final one. There was a Havoc. Nick Fury. Who was the first boss? Oh, the first boss was Do You Bleed. That crazy Mysterio. That Mysterio was really tough. Are you going for 6.4 Legends? What's up, Hector? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm leaning towards it. But maybe like a casual Legends unboosted type. I also need to finish 6.2 to even qualify. And yeah, I still have 4 paths there, so. Medusa, bleed only. Oh, it's funny. The first boss was Medusa. In my head, I was thinking the first boss was Black Bolt, but yeah, you're right. It was Medusa. Black Bolt was just before that Medusa. Medusa, bleed only. Nick Fury, debuff immune / empowered immunity, so he gained power. Havoc, power gain, Infinity Man. Oh, that's right, Infinity Man. That was the boss I couldn't think of. Stereo, auto poison, beard upgrade only. Staying the hell away from Legends? Yeah, I mean you're set anyway, Pete. Those energy refills would have been nice. Dude, that Medusa melted with AA. Yeah. BG, my mom just downloaded TikTok. What do I do? Download it too, I guess. It's hard for Kabam to argue not releasing Quake as 6-star when they dropped Ghost in there with no worries. They did, man. Listen, I don't want to start a nerf conversation. Which is, of course, this is definitely going to start a nerf conversation. But I'm going to end the stream anyway, so ha! But, like, you know, I've said in the past, I was just... I think the best way to nerf a champion without nerfing them... Alright, so this is... Nobody should get mad at this, okay? Without nerfing a champion, is just don't bring them back as the next star level. I think it's brilliant. I think it's so good, man. You don't have to deal with anybody complaining about, oh, spent money on getting this champion and, you know, invested all my rank up resources and stuff like that. You still get to keep your champion. They're all ranked. It's just don't bring them back. That's it. Or, you know, bring them back later on. Like, at this point, they could bring out a Scarlet Witch. It'll be alright. As a 5-star, you know. But that's honestly, that's part of the problem of trying to find a good 6-star champion to rank up. You know these super powerful champions exist, and because the rank up materials are so rare, everyone has to be a little bit more careful with who they're using tier 5 class catalyst on. If we knew that these champions, if the 6-star pool was more limited, we could say, oh, you know what? Even though, you know, such and such champion, maybe they wouldn't be my first choice, because the pool is a little bit more limited, then, okay. Actually, it does make sense to rank up this champion. I don't have to wait for, you know, Ghost or Aegon or whoever, you know, Omega Red, whatever the champion is, Corvus. And you could rank up someone like, I don't know what a good example is. Maybe we'll say Sentinel. Sentinel's a beast. But he sometimes gets overlooked when looking at like the top champs, you know. That said, even compare, like I would love to rank 3 as Sentinel, man. Or Man Thing. Let's say Man Thing. People would rank 3. People would rank 3 their Man Thing, and I would love to see it. That egg is false advertisement because it's not limited time, it's immortal. You're right. Or maybe it's not, just like this universe. Maybe it is limited. Yuck, I never ranked 3 Sentinel. How dare you, Super Dirty Pickle. If the egg is actually opened and simultaneously replaced each time you try to open it and is the universe egg, you're like a god 1,000 times over. How does it feel? It feels okay. It's not a big deal, really. You get used to it after a while. The nerf Magneto does hard? Is that so hard? The nerf Magneto is so hard by making him bad compared to like every champ. Yeah, dude. No, man. 12.0 messed Magneto up. He was powerful before 12.0. You guys remember that? Double bleed on the special one. And they nerfed him. He was so strong. BG premium crystals are so annoying. I'm yet to get a 4-star from one. Yet my friend who is only open 22 PHE has gotten 7 4-stars out of them. Holy crap. Your friend is incredibly lucky. I hear you though, man. When I first started playing this game, my friends had popped open Premium Hero Crystals and gotten 4 stars out of them. And then I didn't. And then eventually I held on to them anyway. So it was my fault at some point, but yeah, that's RNG for you. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Keep playing, keep popping crystals, eventually get the 4 stars. But anyway, guys, it is time to call it a night here. Big Red, if you're still in here, thank you so much for once again being the biggest D. And yeah, thank you everyone else too. I would love to do itemless tomorrow, and I might do itemless tomorrow. We'll have to see. It's definitely not a promise. If I am able to do itemless tomorrow, it'll probably be in roughly 13 hours from right now. So I'm the biggest D, don't care what the wall says. Well, your D is massive. Alright, on that note, it's egg time. It's morphin' time! But yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow. If not in the daytime, then the nighttime. Good night, everybody.